Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man.
How you feel?
Yeah, nigga, that's how I feel.
Alright, man, drop your location, man.
Hey, homie, where you at, man? Drop that location, man. I'm about to pull up on you.
Drop my location? Nigga, I'm about to send my addy right now, nigga. I'm about to... Alright, pull up.
So, Shok, I want to ask you this, though. What is your relationship with Swizz Beatz? Or is there a relationship?
Nah, there's no relationship.
Name your top 5 hip-hop producers.
That's going to be... I have to do... I'm going to try and use that, what I was saying about people who changed. So I'm going to say Arthur Baker and John Roby, which nobody says, but I'm saying that because they set off that like electronic hip hop, which is like Planet Rock, and then they pushed that into motion. So I want to say them, and then Mantronic was a big part of that, and he inspired me a lot, especially because like I would look at the covers and he was carrying a beat machine. So that was like the first, as a DJ, that was like my first kind of glimpse into even thinking about, you know, making a record or something like that. He walked around with the beat machine, and they were always talking about him. So I'll put Mantronic in there. I mean, DJ Premier like has to be in there because his sound is like just so steady.
Facts.
And it, I mean, basically I would even dare say that what ended up being called boom bap is really Premier. In my opinion, like what ended up, you know, that's why I would say
I agree.
Because it's really DJ Premier's bounce. That's boom bap is DJ Premier's bounce.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because I mean, and another one, Pete Rock. I mean, I got it. It's gonna be hard to just say 5. My God, there's so many great ones. But Pete Rock, even though it's boom bap, it's not like if you make a beat that sounds like Pete Rock, it's gonna just have that like energy, you know what I mean, of boom bap. But like boom bap, I feel like it's Premier. And but you look at records like, you know, from Pete Rock, like They Reminisce Over You. I mean, you talk about slipping, They Reminisce Over You. My God, what a song, what a record, what production, what a monumental song. It's just crazy, like
iconic record.
Yeah, so like a record that you just put on and it's like they made it yesterday. It's
hip hop in its
crazy.
truest form.
Yeah, so it's hard to limit, man. Hard to limit, but though I mean, I can't forget like for production for me. I mean, you got Large Professor, but you have I was thinking about actually in the same camp though.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Tribe. I was thinking about Q-Tip. I mean, because that album, Low End Theory, like there were certain moments like that informed my production so much because it was like. You can't forget. How could I have not? You know, Marley Marl. I mean, Marley Marl, someone who came in and changed everything. Marley Marl chopping things up, doing that. I mean, Marley Marl. You know, so there's like, I mean, I could just keep on. I mean, there's so many incredible producers that I admire and listen to, and even you know, I don't know even the names of the guys out now, but I listen, man. Like one of the things that I'm doing with my new style is. One of the things that I give to this generation that they slaughter my generation on is melodies. Like they're so dope with the melodies, these producers, and that's what I've been learning from them. So I don't want to have a swing like they do because I like my swing. I like my stuff a certain way and it just feels good to me. So I don't know if I want to swing like them because it doesn't feel good, but I'm robbing their melody styles, their changes, the chords that they put, and that's part of what I'm trying to do is combining the changes because they change a lot. They have multiple melodies, And I think in that sense, this generation, they're brilliant. I don't know all their names because I listen and I just soak it up. I don't really follow it like when I was a kid and I used to just be like, who's on this record, who's on that record. But generally speaking, they're amazing, man. The melodies and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to combine it, like.
Well,
And then I also have something else.
You're right about the melodies. Some of these melodies is hot, but some of the artists is garbage.
No, that's a whole nother. Yeah, some of them. It's, but then even, I think what ends up happening is that, well, yeah, I mean, we can't.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to get mad at me like, oh, you talking about?
It's true.
No, but y'all mumbling all day.
I think that.
I think
that the tracks got so consumed with these great melodies that, because before we relied on the MC to put melody in there, like you know, like something in there in the chorus or something, or it was very rhythmic and the rhythm would change. So we had these like trumpet playing rappers who was like, you know, like, and that was giving you the melody. And now there's so much melody in the beats that I think the rappers don't have to make the melodies anymore. So they can just be like, and that's enough because the melody's already screaming in the back, you know, and it's working. Mm-hmm. So
they might as well just tell a whole beat by itself at this point.
You know what's messed up is if you look at the producer community, producers are getting the short end of the stick a lot of times right now because they're doing these. I mean, I don't want to get too much in the business side, but they're doing a lot of these buyout deals. The artists, you know, they're just buying out the beat from a lot of producers, so they're just taking it. Like they're giving them like $400 or $500 early,
right?
And then they taking ownership of the beat and everything. They're just taking it.
So
and that's wrong.
You're basically saying they're doing the Easy Mo B deal.
Oh man.
I don't know about that one. I don't know how that worked.
Reck know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I know Easy Mo B was doing that with Diddy. So you mean to tell me Diddy was cashing him out and he didn't get no back end?
It was just good business. If that's the way it happened.
Yo, if you call that good business.
I mean, yeah, you can do it. It's called they call it a work for hire. Yeah. And if you sign it and you take the money, that's the way it goes.
If you got a beat that you playing, I hear it, which was given to somebody else, and then they didn't want it. Craig didn't even want to do Flavor in Your Ear. He didn't like it.
Facts.
Diddy was like, do it. I'm telling you, that's a hit. Craig didn't want to do it, but he eventually did it.
That changed.
Easy Mo B thought it was, you know, like, it's an average beat. How much you gonna give me for it? Yeah, I'll take it. Look what Diddy did with it. So you can't wait for him to blow it up. Then you be like, that man owe me money. He jerked me. He did this. He did that. So
it's that cash in hand vibe. You know what I mean? Like people start thinking and they're like, the way the business is, they've had so many different things. They're like, well, I know if I could get X amount of money right now, I can get that right now. I don't know how this is going to work out. And is a bad thinking, but I'm just saying that's how people look at it. You know, like I only used to do that.
Right now, Reck, and you said, yo, I'll give you $5,000 for that. And I'm just like, all right,
yeah,
fuck it.
That's
later
the
I hear you put it out, you did 10 million. What am I gonna say?
Yeah, no.
Damn, I ain't getting no royalties on that. Reck jerked me, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they say? You don't get what you're worth. You get what you negotiate.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, true.
That's how I go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want some, just give me 5,000 and you can have it beat, that's you, then that's what you negotiated.
Well, that's what basically be happening.
Yeah.
And Puff usually get the bad end of the stick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
It's good business in his eyes.
So Shok, I want to ask you this though. What is your relationship with Swizz Beatz? Or is there a relationship?
Nah, there's no relationship. There will never be a relationship with Swizz.
Oh wow.
because because he, you know what, like you know what, like me and him are cool, and he's through the roof right now, and I'm not jealous at all, but you know, he knows like what's going on, and he's even taken some of my like Spit These Bars, for example. He even took that beat and he redid it.
Word?
And didn't even he redid it on, it's called Street Knock in like 2008 or something. It's with God, I think ASAP is on there with him, I think. So he redid that, and it was like when he was doing that Monday Monster thing or whatever. And he redid it, and he didn't even like, you know, clear it, nothing. And then I called him out on it, and he felt like it was like his right, like, you know, it was like a nod to me, and like I should be grateful.
Wow.
Like it's like there's an attitude, in my opinion, when people get so high up there, where like it's like they feel like they need to be worshipped, and you know, they're so used to everybody yesing them, and like I'll work a regular job, you know what I'm saying? Like to me there's more that's something like more respectable, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll work a regular job, I'll fight my case, I'll do what I got to do, but like biting is biting, man. Like I'm from the old school where like you don't bite, man. Like and if you bite, like that's what I was raised in. Like I told you, they were like, my brother was breaking, like biting was like that's not cool. And if you bite from someone who's supposed to be a colleague, or, you know, I'm not even gonna say, like, I felt like we were friends, you know, but I don't even want to say that, just a colleague. If you bite like that, and then you don't even own up to it and be like, damn, maybe we should, and then reach out to the person and be like, yo, let's work this out. And plus, he knows what's going on with the R. Like, that's his uncles. And you know, it's like, I can't really, like, why would I want to be friends with somebody like that? Like, if you see what's going on, and you're the nephew, and you're like super powerful, and you don't even care, it's like, why would I mean, what kind of a friend is that? Like, I don't want no friends like that. And just because you're powerful, like I said, I'll do what I got to do. I work. I make my music. I mess with people who want to mess with me. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not trying to be, you know, big, flashy, or I got a humble life, and I'm okay with that. Like, I never really wanted to, like, you know, do whatever, because like we went back and forth, like on an Instagram post.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and he was like, you know, saying, you know, like I took my foot off the gas and all this stuff. Like, he was trying to compare himself to me and like put me down, but I don't even know why you would want to do that, because you're like high on top of the mountain. Like, yeah, you've surpassed me in everything in the world. Like, why would you even feel like your ego is fragile to that point that you have to like try and say something to me like that? You know what I mean? Like, you're like a hip hop icon, like literally. Like, why are you even trying to do that? You know, you should just settle it and just be like, yo, you know, it's not no beef. I'm not a thug or nothing like that. Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
you're just speaking your truth.
Yeah. I'm just being honest. Like, it's not like I have beef, or I don't think it's right that you bite and you don't give credit. And then when you called out on it, you try to make it sound like I'm supposed to bow down to you because you're some type of king. Nah, I work hard. I did what I did, and I should get credit on that. You know, I didn't do a lawsuit on that because I'm already deep into the other one. It wasn't really worth it. You know, like, you know, as far as what it took to like deal with that and what the song made, it's not even really worth it.
I hear that.
So
thanks for clearing the air on that. So
one
more thing to piggyback off that, how do you feel about Swizz producer skills, or like how would you weigh that up?
I think he's a dope producer. I mean, one thing I'll tell you, he's like very good at putting songs together. He's very good at like creating an energy. Like, even a beat can be not so great. like, and everyone knows it's not that great. But then he starts to kind of like get people into it. Then they start spitting on it, and then you're like, yeah, okay, this could work. And then he comes in with,
you know how to create that vibe.
yeah, he's great at it. Like he's great at it. Like he's and in some senses that can be more powerful than creating like great music. You know, music by itself. You know, like it can be more powerful because music really is emotion, energy.
Yeah.
So I think he's a phenomenal producer. I got as a producer, I got mad respect for him. Utmost, you know what I'm saying? And I would never, like, I don't have animosity towards him. When I speak the way I speak, like I can't really have like a relationship. Is because unless that was straightened out, you know, if he called right now and he was like, yo, Shok, I didn't know that you going through that with my you know, for your money, and I, you know, maybe I should have gave you the credit on that since I did bite that whole beat and not give you credit. It's fine, but you know, the thing that threw me off was like I posted it, and instead of just being like, yo, like you are like, he's in the stratosphere, you know what I mean? Like he's in the stratosphere. It's like I'm not gonna do nothing in any way, shape, or form to like compete with you. Like this isn't even that, you know. It's like it was just weird to me, you know, to like still want to step on me after you know. It's kind of weird. It's like, what's that like? It's like adding insult to injury, you know, because it's like you already bit, you didn't give me no credit, and now you want to like throw me under the bus again. It's like, I mean, really, you know, it's like, come on.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man.
How you feel though?
Yeah, nigga, that's how I feel.
All right, man. Drop your location, man.
Hey, homie, where you at, man? Drop that location, man. I'm gonna pull up on you.
Drop my location, nigga. I'm about to send my addy right now, nigga. I'm about to. All right, pull up.
You're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the Mac 10, ready for the action. Shots will make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke, but her body fixed. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. M.Reck TV. It's got a music.